Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome. I am back with another video after how long has it been? 4 months, I believe. If I look at my channel, it's 4 months since the last video, which was episode 76 of the Inventory Component series. I have not forgotten you. I am back once more. Hopefully I'll be able to do some more videos. I probably forgot half of the stuff about the inventory. But there are still some stuff I would like to clean up. I'm not entirely happy how I left this, so I'll do one more video, maybe a couple more if you keep finding bugs, but so please keep spamming bugs. I got a few fixes that we need to implement. Then I kind of want to get on and start with something new to get my motivation up to actually start making videos again. But I've just had a lot of with work. I've had some vacation. I've had, yeah, just generally a lot going on. I've been working like 12, 14 hours a day. So haven't had the energy to actually spend more time recording. But hopefully I am back in business now again. So let's just get this video over with at least. So anyway, yeah, we got a few bugs that we need sorted. First, we got this. Say that I have a shield and a sword equipped or whatever. If I drop it here, it goes back to the inventory. Drop it here, it goes back to the inventory. Not ideal. So to fix that, we go into our component. If you find your drop item function, it is here. So the issue here is if we're dropping from an equipment slot, we need to also actually remove it from the inventory. So let's drag this in. Also remove from inventory when dropping an equip item. And that's it. And that should solve that part. Wait, am I recording? Yeah, I am recording. Okay, perfect. So if I now equip a sword and drop it, you can see it no longer appears in the inventory. So that should solve that. I think that should be the case for all of it. Yeah, there we go. So that is perfect. People mentioned some other bugs with like duping in the chest and stuff. I did not find them, so please elaborate. But if I have two shields here, somebody said if I had two shields and removed one of them, it would remove both. I do not find that. But I did notice some issues in my code, so let's, because you get an error now with this call to interact with this one. So this is not a replicated variable because we're handling the interaction client side. So we need to actually pull it through because this is a server function. This is a server function. This should probably be a server function. No, because we're removing it client side and then we are calling the server one. Yeah. So we need to pull this through because the server here does not know about this one. And as you can see, we're getting it on the server. So we need to pull it through from the client side over to the server side. Delete this. This is cosmetic, so that can be done on the client side. So cosmetic can be done client side. Same here, this is a server event. So we need to actually pull it through. Master interactable. Checked. Master interactable. Object reference. master interactable object reference. Plug it up here. And call add item to interactable. Is that a message? I want that one because I want it. Interface object reference. Let's do it on the object reference. I feel like that is correct. Don't know the difference to be honest, but so now we can get this one, find this function, and wherever we're calling this function, we need to pass it to. And that should solve some of these access none errors. Let's see. Yeah, because there was a bug here where if you added, like, you can see now we have 3 helms here. But since I added it from client side, it got updated on the UI, but it never actually got added. But now I can only buy one. And that works. And let's see if I add a shield to the merchant. Should now see that there are 2 shields. I can buy one of them, and there's still one left. And out of money. And I get no errors from that. Pick up. I don't want to open the chest. I want to pick up. Pick up. Store. Take. Destroy. Destroy does not work in the store. Shouldn't. So let's fix that as well. But no errors there, so that is nice. Widget. Construct. Only slot is storage slot. Destroy button. Set visibility. If it's a storage slot, we disable destroy, so we can only destroy stuff from there. Yeah. It's a design choice, I guess you do however you want to, but well, drop shouldn't be able to be used there either, right? So we'll do drop button as well. So if it's a storage slot, it's not gonna have the destroy or drop buttons. That seems to work. Coolio. What else? Let me just check if there is some other commentary. Bup. 2 items in the chest, 2 shields in the chest, 1 thing. You hover over. Yeah, okay, yeah. We have some hover stuff, I guess. Red helm. Great staff of the age. That's not red helm. Do have those. One thing I know is hover over the armor food slot. We just come up saying head. Yeah, exactly. So in the item slot, somewhere here, guess we have sorry. On mouse enter, on mouse leave. Show item details. So yeah, let's do some stuff here. If the item name is 0, is nothing, that is false, we're going to go ahead and update. Lots of spaghetti. So if the item name is nothing, gonna get the item, that's gonna be nothing, right? So gonna pass through an item slot. If I hover here, owning slot would be self. So here we have the slot item type, right? Yep. So we're gonna get the owning slot item type. So we're gonna swap on that. So we are passing through the owning slot, getting the owning slot. And here we will update based on. So here you can enter the default values basically for empty slots. So let's say it's a head, chest, or legs. Could also just do a default variable, default details variable in the update. Oh yeah, let's just do this for now. Offhand, main hand, consumable. You could also have a default details variable inside of the slot and just plug that in, but I'm just gonna do this. So if it is a consumable, if it is weapon, if it is offhand, if it is head, so change these. Chest. And legs. That should mean that if I now open the inventory, yeah, you see. And you can also do description. Slot is currently empty. Drag an item here to equip the slot. We're also gonna hide, gonna get the item details. Get value text. Set visibility to collapsed. Because there's no value on an empty slot. And I guess we just turn it visible here, just in case. And you can see when I got default descriptions over there as well. Looking alright. So that is fine. Coolio. And apart from that, I guess consumable legs. See the details. Red legs. Yeah. All right. I think that is everything I can see in the comments on the patrons. But if you find other bugs, please comment on this video. So we start. It was 4 months ago. So please comment bugs in the YouTube video and on the patrons for your patrons. If you want to become a patron, link is in the description. I will upload this project there so you can download. Hello. Yeah, Mike died. All right, that's gonna be it for now. I just said goodbye, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Peace. Welcome back to the recap. I realized the last video I recorded was the screen was all wonky, so you you couldn't really see everything, but I don't have the energy to really re-record everything and unplug everything, so I'm just going to walk through the fixes here quickly with the entire actual video, so you can see the entire screen, just in case it was hard to see in the previous one, but it might have been fine. But just so you all understand what I was doing. So first, what's going on here? Why can't I touch the comments? I don't need to make this a server event, but we need to plug. So this, it was like this before. We need to instead drag it through. Since this is a not replicated variable, we need to pass it through to the server before we call this. This is a server event, so it was the same here. It was like this before, non-replicated variable, so the server doesn't know about it. And then obviously wherever we call this function, we have to pass it through. That's one of the fixes. Also in the drop slot on drop. No, not the drop slot. When we do drop item, if we drop item from an equipment slot, we go here, did this, but we also need to actually remove it from the inventory, otherwise it will be added to the inventory again. And last but not least, in the item slot update function, I added an input for the owning slot, which is an item slot. And we pass in the self to this show item details. And I make a check for if the item name is equal to nothing. If it's false, we just continue. But if it's true, we hide the value text. We make a switch on the slot item type of the owning slot. And then from here, we update the owning slot with the default, whatever we want as defaults here. So if it's a consumable slot, slot is currently empty, drag an item here to equip the slot, yada, yada, yada. And so on with all of it. So I'm probably gonna upload this part first, the recap, and then you can just keep watching the video if you are confused, and hopefully you will see what I did, but I'll also upload the project to patrons. And yeah, that's it for this one. I'm excited to start something new, I think. I'm gonna try to do that now that I am back from a lot of work and everything. So yeah, nice to be back. See you later. Peace.